Sometimes in life you just meet someone absolutely exceptional that just knocks you for six and you think, crikey, I've got to speak to that person a little bit more. So I introduce you to my knock for six. It is Martina Burrell. Martina, I don't want to explain too much about you because I think you speaking will show the people exactly what I felt when I first met you. But first of all, we're at Ebony Horse Club. You work here. We're in Mental Health Week, and there are animal organisations out there that are keen for working horses to disappear. Horses should just be out in fields, having a good time all of their life. So I really just want to get straight into it. Why should the horse be allowed to do this kind of thing for the general public?
Oh, there's a number of reasons. For me, I came to Ebony, started to volunteer, and I realised very quickly the young people we work with, these children that live in a city area would not be able to see what country life is about apart from on television. So when they come here and see what country life is like, as you can look around, it literally feels like you're out in the country. They get to learn how horses work. They get to learn their behaviours. They get to learn that they need feeding, they need grooming. And for those that think that that can be a negative thing, I don't understand how, because they're not overworked. And for the kids side of it, we've got children that come here that have never either interacted with a horse or never even thought about it. And when they come here, they're very keen to muck out. They're very keen to wash the horse, learn how to put the bridle on, the saddle on, and obviously they love riding the horse. But the biggest thing they come here with is when they do get here is the connection they get, not just to nature, but the freedom that comes with it. I'm not sure exactly how the science works. I just know from what I see is that a child can come in with a big school problem or a big home problem. And they come here and we all start as volunteers. We start talking to the children, teach them about the horses, teach them to be calm and patient, and then somehow that just relates into their daily life of a situation they got in school and they need to be calm and patient. So we teach them through the horses how to be calm and patient, and then ask them to take that back into their day life, how to be calm and patient. And they do that. We've had so many children come through, one in specific who's been literally a nightmare in school, constantly not listening to teachers. Parents been like, how do we calm him down? He comes here, very keen to get the boots on. We go and do a walk with the horses, then we talk about how his day went. Then he tells how hectic he is, or I got in trouble, I think I've got in detention. Well, what do you feel you can do about that while we're grooming the horse? So that calms him down and freely opens him up to talk to us. And now, from yesterday, I got a report from his mum. He's been great in school. No hassle, no aggro. He's been focusing better. He's been focusing better here, asking to actually come here more often, just to clean up, because he feels safe, he feels free, away from technology, away from pressures, and that love of knowing that he's got a bond now with an extraordinary animal, because all we have is cats and dogs. To have that bond with something that's so far from their reality has given them the strength to believe that dreams can come true.
And this place is very personal to your family. I mean, it's not going beyond the realms of exaggeration to suggest that Ebony Horse Club could have saved your family in some ways.
It's massively saved my family, having a child as we do, my second son, and I knew there was something slightly different with him from my first. Asking questions, constantly fighting, why is he not doing the same responsive things that other children are doing? And then finally getting told at the age of 10 that he will never be able to have a relationship, he'll never be able to work, he'll never be able to be left alone in the street, I'll constantly have to be with him, and looking out for other conditions. That broke my heart for my child. Because I didn't want that. I want him to, like all of us, we want our children to grow and be fruitful. We found here, Ebony, and because he loves horses. So when we came here, it's quite bizarre. He literally walked through that gate, he grabbed Joe, which is the big one over there, and he literally just took him and walked off. And we all stood there, and it was just like, what just happened? He literally just took him and walked. So I was like, okay, I think we're good. So staying here, because I was his comfort blanket, It's watching him actually not communicating because he's a select mute, just literally just minding his business and grooming and riding and listening and learning. That brought me some joy. And then after about 6-7 months, he said his first words. And that was really epic because everyone was like, oh my God, she's talking. It was like, great. So the thing is, what got me is the day when he said to me, Mum, I don't need the club anymore. He said, I'm okay because we've got not enough horses for the amount of children that need here. And he actually said to me, he said, Mum, can I give my space up for another child that needs it? He said, I've got you. And he said his words were, I'll always have Ebony. He said, can you let another child have that? And when he said that, it brought so much joy to my heart to think that my child has been saved by here. My child has been saved by these horses. So for anyone that thinks that's a negative thing, you've saved, well, Ebony have saved my child from going down a road of not having a normal life.
I gave you a hug once. I'm going to give you another
because
you deserve it for everything you're doing. The story with Shay is enough, to be quite frank, to tell everyone just how incredible this place is, incredible you are. But I just want to move it on a little bit further to you as well, because I've had little chats with you, and I know the early part of your life wasn't easy, and you got into gym and working out and becoming super fit, etc., which mentally was your thing that made you alive. And now you're suffering from arthritis.
Yep.
And you can't do that. And that must be just killing you inside your mind. But
Yep.
every day or every moment you can, however much pain you're in, you come here. This place is so good for you right now, isn't it?
It's really ironic how I came here for my son. And because of the battles I had as a child with my weight, not feeling good enough, I developed into a human that wanted to give back to society. Because at the end of the day, the one thing we've lost, as time's progressing and evolving, we're losing the support for each other, being a community, raising each other, so just being there. I've always wanted to uphold that. So in coming here to find my son the help, little did I know that after losing the weight, I was planning on actually learning to ride. The club was going to offer me that. I had one lesson, and I got off the horse and I couldn't walk. Then finding out that I've got osteoarthritis, it's like, okay, fine. It's like, you can have it replaced, and great. But unfortunately, the way the NHS is at the moment, I have to wait. But it's a hard battle going from the girl I was, leading horses, mucking out stables, going to the gym, riding a bicycle, because I love the outdoors. I'm not a computer girl. I like being outdoors. I like being with people. To slowly be getting caged from no sticks to 1 stick to 2 sticks. And now I literally have to plan everything for one moment in my day to have a life. And Ebony is one of my moments in my days. So the days I come to volunteer to support the children, I cannot do anything else in that day. I literally can't, because the pain will just exacerbate to a point where I won't be able to move. But the sheer fact, seeing how happy they are, washing the ponies, I stand there and do a little scrub with them, and just seeing how the kids respond to them has given me a reason to fight and still fight for my life, and just have hope that one day I will be able to walk again. But without here supporting me, I do honestly believe I wouldn't be here now. It's a very big thing for me. Sleeping in a chair, can't get dressed properly. Like I said, sometimes I don't drink fluid because I don't want to get up to go to the toilet because it hurts. Being here definitely gives me a reason to be, because I know so many people need to be here. So I'm just holding on to that.
If you're out there and you have whatever issue, however small or big, remember there are people like Martina in the world who you can go and talk to. And if you are one of those animals, so-called lovers, revolting against what is happening with the horse, in the world of horse racing, but also in this world as well, where a horse goes to work but has an incredible time and makes people's lives amazing, then please, please just take a look at what you are trying to do compared to what someone like Martina is trying to do here.